What exactly is this?
Fully awareness.
Yes, fully awareness. And what will happen when we are fully aware?
We will be mindful.
Yeah, we will be mindful. It's a very interesting thing, you know. And when you say we are mindful, what are we really getting into? What are we really getting into? What are the benefits? Because, like, you know, when you are saying aware, it's a very generic term. And so, how specific can we be when we say that we are mindful and we are fully aware? So, what exactly it is leading into our lives? What are the benefits that we think that, you know, when we are mindful? We all know that mindful has benefits. So, when you are fully aware, what do you think where you can progress in your life, or what exactly is going to happen?
I think when you are fully aware, you can tap into, or address anything which is there. Uh,
Okay,
in a
when we are
completely
mindful,
so you're not
we are
missing some.
fully aware of everything, and we can uh, get deal with the challenges, whatever they come, however they come, whenever they come, right? Okay, so what stops us? So I would start with a few questions, you know, and I'll enter into the whole domain in the next 4 minutes or 3 minutes when I come on video. So what really stops us? If that is something that we all know, that mindful gets us awareness, and we all know that when we are aware, we get a lot of benefits in our lives. We can handle any challenge and handle any problem or anything that we are aspiring for. We move towards that direction. Then what really stops us to be mindful? What stops us?
It's like we get busy, caught up in things, and then we forget to be mindful.
Can you please come again, Shivana? I'm sorry, I'm unable to catch up with you.
I think we get busy in things and then we forget to be mindful.
Yeah, yeah. So we forget to be mindful. That's is that the only thing that we are just forgetful, or is there something else that
We
stops
are
us to?
So we are
Is
busy
that
in
the,
things
yeah?
and that capture our attention, and this you're so involved in that you forget at times.
Okay. The voice is little different. Is Are you somewhere out, or I mean, this is resounding in different level?
It might be the internet.
Okay. So Usha ji, what are your thought? I mean, what really stops us if we are अगर हमें लगता है कि mindfulness awareness लेके आता है और then we get a lot of benefits out of that, or do you really think that, you know, mindful brings us awareness? That's also something that I want to challenge today. Is mindful really brings awareness, or is just a conversation that we all talk, okay, yes, let's be mindful, let's do meditation, this is going to solve our current problem, this is going to um, deal with our anxiety and stress, this is going to be making us happy and peaceful, this is going to put us into high energy. So माइंडफुल सिर्फ वही सॉल्यूशन लेके आता है, या माइंडफुल कुछ डीप अवेयरनेस कुछ लेके आता है? You know why I'm sharing all this, why I'm asking all this, because we never really, you know, sat down and really asked these questions to ourselves, that what is the deeper connotation or the deeper impact of when we are mindful. And today we are going to address for the why part also a little more deeper. and really understand what exactly mindful. This mindfulness is all about, you know, solving the current problems or making us feel at ease or something else.
Actually, we are conscious of what we
Yeah,
do, what we think.
yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah. We are within ourselves. We know what we are doing. Conscious awareness, mindfulness.
Correct, correct.
They all
And when we are,
go together,
yeah,
vice versa. If we
yes,
are
yes,
aware, then we are mindful. If we are mindful, we are
yes,
aware. What I feel.
yes. When we are, yes, when we are mindful, then we are aware. Then when we are aware, what is that we access to? हमें क्या चीज access कर सकते हैं? When we are really aware, what is the access to? What is the doorway to? What is the gateway to?
Progress,
Yes, okay,
success.
progress. Okay, 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 guys. So, anybody else would like to? Thank you so much, Shajit. Anybody else like to talk about mindfulness? What do you know about mindfulness, and how have you been practicing mindfulness? And what are the benefits that you are getting out of mindfulness? Anybody else on the uh, platform would like to share? Dr. Anil, Tilakam, Priya, anybody like to share about their experiences of mindfulness? Right now, we are only talking of the surface mindfulness. So allow me to get into the deeper realms of mindfulness today. And so that, when you get out of the session, you take away something. So you take away something which can help you. Uh, so what is your experience of mindfulness? Don't say from your knowledge, but from your experience. So a few people might be wondering that who is the person who's going to be speaking because this person is not in the video. I really apologize because there is some network issue. So I was coming just 2 minutes. But meanwhile, would you be able to talk about it?
विनय जी एक बात माइंड में आ रही है
हाँ जी,
कि
बताइए।
जैसे जैसे हम कहते हैं ना कि गाड़ी पटरी पे है तो सही दिशा लेती है, पटरी
जी,
से उतर गई तो दुर्घटना का संभावना है।
यस, सावधानी हटी और दुर्घटना घटी, राइट? तो अवेयरनेस घटी तो दुर्घटना घटी। ठीक है।
That's what I feel.
Yes, yes, yes. So the point is, are we really practicing it? Are we really practicing it? If we know, yes, yes, Anilji. You're Aniji, Ansil, sorry, so sorry.
Anjali, yeah, yes, yes.
Anjali,
Sorry.
Anjali. Yes, please
Very,
go ahead.
I think I agree with what has been said. But for me, I find mindfulness is like a guiding light for me. Yeah, in the
Yes.
way I react to the environment, I react and respond to other people. So I'm very conscious of making sure I know what I'm saying and, not upsetting anybody unnecessarily, and looking at the implications of whatever you are doing or talking and all that. So mindfulness is being very, as has been said, is to be aware, consciously aware of what you are doing. Yeah, and it
Yes.
guides you in.
Yes. Consciously aware. I mean, that's again a deeper part. Consciously aware. One is aware. One is consciously aware.
Yeah.
One is aware of, okay, when you're just sitting in the room and you're aware of few things coming up, few people coming up, you talking to you, listening to you, and as you said, you're aware. But when you're consciously aware, you go more deeper into it. Like, yes, I'm aware that I'm aware, right? This is something that we are talking, right? So thank you so much for really, getting into the 1 second. Just finally, yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me here? Can you all hear me now? Am I audible from this platform? I've just joined from you. Am I audible? Yes, cool. Now, I've been talking about mindfulness, which is yeah, which is which is giving you the access to a different word altogether. When we are aware, if we are only and only considering that we are only here to solve our current problems, or it is only for us to make us feel at ease, or is it only if it is helping us to raise our energy, that is just a surface level benefit that we get. When we're talking of progress, what exactly is the progress, and what is exactly is a deep progress, and how the progress happens? That's also a part of it. When we understand about why, we get to know what is how. But when we really see the how part, what is happening, we also get access to why we should practice mindfulness daily. Why mindfulness becomes a medium for us to live at the higher realms. Now, we have been talking of higher realms in our meditation exercises. We are really experiencing higher realms in whosoever comes on the daily consciously positive sessions. They're also looking at it. Today, what I'm going to really, talk about are the few concepts or few areas where you can really practice mindfulness to a deeper perspective. Now, when you are only looking at the benefits, the surface level benefits, you're only looking at the surface part of it. But mindfulness is an access to who you really are. We always talk of our potential. We always talk of our capabilities. We always talk of or about our goals and vision and mission. But who we really are, how many times we really ask this question to ourselves on a daily basis, who we really are. What do we do? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Who we really are. So how many of you have, really asked this question to ourselves, who we really are on perpetual basis? Who we really are. Who we really are, who is practicing mindfulness. Who we really are, who's practicing conscious awareness. Who we really are. Are we our mind, or are we our body, or are we our thoughts that keeps coming to our mind? So who we really are.
I think we are what we are. We are what we happen. We are what happened to us, Mr. Vinay.
What we are, what happens to us. This is what you're saying?
Yes, we are what we happen to. What happens to us?
What happens to us, who we really are. Okay, that is one answer. Who
And
we
then
are, what happens to us. Yes, okay.
We are our thoughts as well.
We are what thoughts keeps us guiding us on that basis. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, very good. That's a good attempt. Now, let me ask you, when you say, this is my hand, would you say that I am hand? When you say this is my hand, would you say I am hand? Or when you say this is my heart, or this is my hand, or this is my body, would you say I am body? So when you say I am body, I'm not my body, then who you really are? You say that, as you say that our thoughts shapes us, which is what you're probably trying to tell us, Rajvin. If our thought shapes us, then who we really are? Are we really controlling our thoughts, or are our thoughts controlling us on a day-to-day basis?
Sometimes I think it's both ways.
Okay.
Sometimes
you say it's both ways.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you mean by saying sometimes it is both ways?
Sometimes the thought controls us
Okay.
and we control the thoughts.
Yes. And we control our thoughts. Okay, cool. Now, what do you really want? Do you want to be controlled by thoughts or you want to control your thoughts? What is your aspiration?
Once to don't let the thoughts control you, you control the thoughts.
So my question is, Raju, my question is, what do you really want? Do you want to control your thoughts or you want thoughts to control you? It's like asking you when you are watching the TV on your, yeah, please go ahead.
I want to control my thoughts.
You want yeah, exactly. You want to control your thoughts. Now, when you control your thoughts, you can actually control a lot of things. Now, it's like asking you when you start watching a TV and watching TV and you're watching news debate or any other good channel that you're watching, or you are watching YouTube reels these days and you keep on scrolling your YouTube reels channels. So at the beginning, you are controlling those YouTube videos, those small reels. But eventually, when you keep on doing it, isn't that those YouTube reels controls you at some time? The way you watch video, the way you watch your favorite channel, eventually those channel controls you. Similarly, when you are saying that I want to control my thoughts, but is happening that your thought is not controlling you? Because why this is happens? Because most of the time that we don't really get up in the morning with the thought that I am going to be consciously aware. You get up in the morning and you start doing what comes up to us. Normally, most of the people a lot of people come to consciously positive and then they get into different perspective. Now, most of the time that we get into the zone where we are doing immediately whatever comes to us. And when we do whatever comes to us, there are a flurry of thoughts. There are overwhelm of thoughts. There are a lot of pending things that keeps happening to you. And you keep on doing it as it comes and as it comes. But what if you get up in the morning and you practice mindfulness, like you just become an observer of your thought for some time and see, this is not me. These are just the passing thought. If there is a thought of worry, you are not worrying. This is a thought of your worry. When you are getting some thought of guilt, then what you're saying is it's not me. It's just a passing thought that goes and passing by. When there is a thought of you not getting well or you're not well, just a thought. Vichar aaya na ki I'm not. My body is not doing well. How can I go ahead? This is passing thought. You are not that. And lot of times that we have thoughts of future. You get anxiety about, you get anxious about what is going to happen in future, because today is like this. What is going to happen? Today is like these days, it's raining very heavily in the northern part of India. And somehow there are thoughts of worry that, what is going to happen tomorrow? What is going to happen to these places? I'm going to work. What is going to happen tomorrow? What will happen to the stock market tomorrow? Now consider these are just thoughts that's coming your way. These are just thoughts that's coming your way. Then who you really are? If those are just thoughts that's coming your way. Let's say if you don't want to choose those thoughts which are not giving you any empowerment. It is not giving you any empowerment. So if you choose not to choose those thoughts which are passing by yourself, what is available for you? Consider that you are with someone and there is an argument which is going on. There is a conflict between you and the other person. Consider. Now you choose to not give any value to all the negative conversations that comes to your mind about the worry about the other person. The person is always like that. The person is good for nothing. Then what are you going to do? You are going to run away. You are going to fighting with the person, or going to be away from the person. So what if you just choose that I'm just observing what is happening to my body feelings. I'm just observing what are the thoughts that's coming my way. I'm just becoming an observer at that point in time. If you choose to become an observer, what would happen to the conflict? What would happen to the argument? What will happen to the challenge that we are facing, whether it is a physical or mental or financial? What is going to happen? If you just become an observer of what comes your mind. There is a presentation, let's say you have to give tomorrow or give today, tomorrow, for a lot of students, but right now I'm just sharing about, let's say there's something that you have to present tomorrow and there is no help or support that you're getting from anyone. And you want to present it and you want to do it all by yourself. So many thoughts coming. What should I do? Kya karu main? I mean, this is not good. This is always, I'm facing a lot of challenges right now. So much to do at work or so much to do at my home, or take care of my health. So much overwhelm of those thoughts, right? But when you choose to become an observer, okay, these are just passing thoughts. Then the access is you are going to see what next. What next? Okay, fine. If these are just thoughts that comes my way, what next? If there are fearful thoughts that comes your way, thank you for those fearful thoughts. And then because of this fear, going to act on something, what next? Now you must be getting confused with this conversation. Let's assume that you're getting confused in this conversation that I'm really having with you right now. What if you just observe that those thoughts of confusion passing by yourself, and what is available for you after that? Is this, when I say that your mindfulness is a gateway to your own self, what I'm really suggesting that who you really are. Have we really experienced who we really are? I mean, who really I am. All right. Now, let me give you one more example. I mean, I've been giving so much of examples, one after the other. Let's say you're dealing with a headache at one point in time, you because of the overwork at home, because of the change of season, there is some cold or cough on you, dealing with a headache. Let's assume. Now you must be wondering, why am I sharing those negative thoughts, right? So I'm going to come to the next part also, but let me just assume that, because of changing season, something happens to our body. And suddenly you become upset and you say, what is going to happen? How am I going to do it? How am I going to deal with the current things in my life? Now, consider you just get aware of what's coming your way. And you're just present. You, instead of avoiding yourself, instead of getting to a place where you say, okay, it's very difficult. I'm not easy with myself. I'm not able to, handle myself. If you just get aware of those passing thoughts, what is available for you? Because who you really are not those worried thoughts. An event happens, and then there is an interpretation of event. And your mind is very powerful. Mind will always interpret to that particular event. And you come to a place where you're not able to do anything. Consider you just become an observer of what's coming your way all the time.
And what is available for you, you become available for your own self, who you really are. And that's the place where you start unleashing your potential. You find something. When you're in confusion, allow yourself to be confused for a while. When you're feeling pain in your body, allow yourself to be to that experience of pain for some time. Of course, you do your common sense things whenever, let's say, if you want to do yoga or you want to do, meditation, or you want to, take medication, you should do it. I'm not saying that you should not do what you are already doing, but it's all about your physiological or psychological allowance of what's coming your way by observing it. If there is a fear in dealing with some authority, in talking to some authority or some difficult person, allow that fear to come up for you and just witness it and see, despite of fear, despite of worry, you can still talk to that person in a confident way. Despite of the pain, if you take an action, you'll see you are experiencing true health, because your body is very intelligent, considerably intelligent. A body can take care of yourself in such a manner, but what we do, we underestimate our body intelligence sometimes by constantly getting into the state of worry, and not in the worry, but not in the state of worry, but how we consistently in the state of worry, because we don't allow that worry to come up. And that's why we are not able to let it go. And when we keep on interpreting, because I have that sensation in my body that is leading to that, because my blood sugar is spiked up right now, that means this is going to happen again and again. Because I have certain ailment in my body, that means that is going to remain. But your body is very intelligent. And your body is actually healing itself without your involvement, without your intervention. Even when you don't intervene, you just practice just mindfulness. Just practice mindfulness. Your body has an automatic and innate ability to heal itself. Now, science has proven it. You get a new liver in just 8 to 9 months, or probably less than that. Your heart vessels are new in just 1 year. But what stops us, and that is where the topic today is, what stops us is because we are mindful, not mindful. Like when we say mindful is M-I-N-D-F-U-L-L, full of thoughts, full of worries. We are not able to allow those worries to come and just let it go. But my invitation to you is, can you consider being mindful? That is a single L. M-I-N-D-F-U-L. Just be aware. Not aware of what is happening in the surroundings, not being aware of what's happening around or people around, but consciously aware, get aware and start questioning your thoughts. Is this true? Is this true? Right? If someone says you're not good enough, are you believing it, or is it just a passing thought? Someone says that you have not done the way things should be done, and the person keeps on giving you a different conversation. Are you believing it? Are you believing your own self, or are you believing those thoughts? When we were young, when we were small, like maybe 4 to 7 years of age, we didn't have that, brain, a big expanded brain. And we tend to believe what others have said to us. And somehow we believe that we are not good enough. We are incapable, we are inadequate. And we were small, it was actually in our experience that we were inadequate to deal with the big situations in life. And somehow we've told ourselves that we are inadequate, we are not good enough. And that has continued even now. Whenever a difficult situation comes up, the first thing that we unconsciously deal with is the conversation of we are not good enough. And it has been said in the research all over the world, more than 70% of successful, so-called successful people had a conversation in their mind that they are not good enough. Of course, that has prompted them to become better at life and they have become successful. But deep down, they are not fully fulfilled because the conversation of they are not good enough. Now, consider allowing yourself to that conversation that I'm not good enough, the word is bad, and you start blaming, and consider you aware of those blames and allow it to come and let go. But what happens whenever we are in the confronting situation, when someone confronts us, when someone challenges us, what we really do, because we have not got that practice enough. Some of you have that got practice, but my invitation to you practice it even more, is that we tend to first of all fight for our case. No, this is not true. Whenever we have a conflict, we say that. That is the first thing that we could do. Or if the person is not listening, we avoid it. We just go away. Okay, person is not going to listen anyway. So what's the point of really having this argument? And there's some good words that we have learned. The best way to deal with an argument is to avoid it. Yes, this is something we have been listening. But the fact is, if you want to grow, if you want to grow to the next level, if you want to access yourself, who is full of potential to unleash your all capabilities, if you really want that progress, as Usha ma'am has said, the real progress, whether it is spiritual life, whether it's physical life or financial life, my invitation to you is to be there with the challenging situation. Check out what is happening to your body, what is happening to your feelings, and allow it to happen. Feel it completely. Just complete feeling, and then see what happens. Because your body is so intelligent. It will guide you what it could be the next step. And there is an intuition at play what do you really do when you allow everything to come up? You get in the space of mindful, which is single L. And that's how your intuition takes over and you are in the state of flow and become creative at times, become someone who can access or do a lot of ideative things in life so that, you challenge the status quo and go to the next level. Right? So I've said a lot. I mean, since last continuous 14, 15 minutes, I've been saying something or the other, maybe more than that. But is it making some sense to you guys? I mean, is it making some sense to you, Uma, Riya, Neelam, Tilagam, Rajbin? Is it making some sense to you when I'm sharing all these experiences?
Yes.
Good, good. So how is making some sense in short words, in few words? How is it making some sense to you?
Basically, uh, I believe that worries are pathways to happiness.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a testing.
Yes, and when you say what is the pathways to happiness, I mean, you said it, I mean, this is what I assume, and this was what you said. It's only when you allow worry to come up for you. There is a research, Rajwin and everyone. I mean, it's quite paradoxical. You will not believe that research. The research has said the most worried people are accessing to a meaningful life. Now, you will not agree. How can this be possible? People who seem to be most worried are actually getting to a pathway to live a meaningful life. a purposeful life. And people who are not worried at all, don't look worried at all, they're just putting posts on the Facebook, they are moving here, partying this, partying that. They're not living a purposeful life. They're just doing things at the surface level. And when some challenging situation comes up for them, very difficult to deal with that. So anybody else would like to share what's opening up or what's not opening up, or are you getting confused, or what are you getting some ideas or something that makes sense to you? Just open your mic and start sharing. Nilamji, Uma, Tilagam, Ria, anything which is opening up for you? Anything that's opening up for you? ये भी बता दो कि मुझे कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा, कम से कम यही बोल दो आप. I'm happy, but at least share something. At least talk something.
We are all becoming mindful.
So everyone is quiet.
We are. Sorry,
We have become mindful, so that's why people are quiet.
yeah. Shabana is too gentle with herself. You're all just mindful. That's why you're not. Yeah, that's okay. If no thoughts is coming your way, that's also okay. But my invitation to you is, just communicate. Just communicate. I don't know what's coming up for me. That's why I'm not able to share, because I cannot even see you. I don't know what's happening around. Now, if I share my own story, there are lot many times that I have dealt with challenges, not by solving problems, not by looking one problem after the other problem. I've really experienced that thing. I mean, when I did that, when I was doing those areas of solving of problems, I was getting into another trap. One problem can come up, let me solve that problem. Once another problem, finance problem, relationship problem. I just was solving those problems one after the other. But the moment I allowed those problems to come up, the moment that I just experienced those worry or fear come up for me, I found out all the problems getting dissolved. Because it is eventually Vinay's qualities who's going to solve everything at one place. Because I got an awareness of what Vinay's potential is all about. And your body and mind is, and the power of the backdrop of intelligence, which is beyond your mind, beyond your 60,000 thoughts that comes your way. When you go beyond your mind, that's where you access the universal intelligence to take over, and you are able to become source of everything that you want to become in your life. So, for example, you're looking for happiness, you become the source of happiness. For example, when you're looking for people around, you'll be looking for intelligence, you are the source of intelligence. When you're looking for creativity, you are the source of creativity. You're looking for abundance in life, you are the source of abundance. And when you are trapped in those flurry of thoughts, okay, that problem has come, let me solve it. Okay, good to solve it. Apply your mind to solve it. But also consider the discomfort that comes your way, and you experience that discomfort that comes your way. Instead of suppressing it, allow the discomfort comes your way and see how can you become you, and you become the source of everything. And if you need attention, let's say a lot many times when you say or share with people, a few ideas like the way I'm sharing with you right now. And one mind will say, I'm looking for some kind of acknowledgement. Let's say people are not acknowledging and whether they're getting or not. What if I become the source of acknowledgement? I don't need, because what I'm sharing is what I'm sharing right now. If you're not responding, if I'm not complaining. I'm not saying if you're not responding, then I get an access to a place and allow that reality to come up for me. And then I access the place that I'm the source of the completeness. So I am the source of acknowledgement. But that's possible only when you are mindful, not the mindful. But when we have so much of concerns in our mind, so much of past experiences that comes your way considerably, and that drives you for action, that means you're not accessing the huge intelligence that is there for you, waiting for you to express yourself in a manner where you can become master of your destiny. But when you are engulfed in that thought or engaged in that thought, then I am going to just be with that thought, which are coming your way. Not thought, but a lot of thoughts. That you have more than 60,000 thoughts that comes your way, because most of the thoughts are repetitive one also. And we cling to those thoughts. That's where you are engaged with a limited perspective of who you really are. My invitation to everyone here right now who are listening to this conversation is to be aware of all the worries and discomforts and challenges that comes your way, and then see what comes up. Then allow yourself to be taken over to by the huge intelligence, and you just become a witness of the miraculous thing that happens to your way. Yeah. So Thilangam, is it making some sense to you? Thank you for really coming on video.
It's really, how to say, I stuck with something, so I don't, I want some words, so I'm just getting into you.
Hmm.
I have made some achievement, but I'm not recognized till now.
Yes.
So so much thoughts are coming.
Yes.
So I want to come out of it. So
Yes.
I want something from your words.
Yes.
So I'm just hearing you.
Yes. 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 So Thilangam, if you have accomplished so much in life, and there's another conversation that comes, I'm not being acknowledged by people around. So then allow that discomfort to come. Instead of suppressing it, feel that sadness. Just feel that sadness. Experience the sadness fully. Fully. I mean, and in our society, it's very unfortunate that we are not being asked to experience our sadness and our emotions fully. There are friends who say, okay, kuch nahi hota yaar, there's nothing is going to happen. Everything is going to be fine. And then we suppress our emotions. So I invite you to experience sadness fully.
Okay.
Just be there with those thoughts. Just be there without worry. Sometimes when we are alone, allow those thoughts of loneliness come your way. Allow it. So what?
Okay. I'll try with that.
Yes, just do it.
Yes.
That's my it's not going to be easy, but I invite you to remain uneasy also.
Okay.
These modern times, because we have got so much of comforts, so much of tools, they made us, or that let us believe that we got to be comfortable all the time.
Yes.
And that is led to believe. And because these are just tools. However, if we allow, yes, there is a discomfort. I am ready to experience in emotions, in your physical body or whatever. I'm just allowing it to come up, right? Okay. And then see what's possible. Okay, let's do the activity right now. I mean, is it okay if I get more than 60%? Like we have about how many people? We have about 9 people. can we have at least 5 people on video? I can do this activity only when we have 5 people on video.
Mr. Vinay,
Yes.
before we go to before we go to the activity, all right. I would like to. I have the same problem as Tilagam, whereby I'm so happy. I'm so happy, but I suppress my feelings.
Yes. So let's do this activity then. I think that's universe calling. Let's do this activity. It's going to help you and you will take away some powerful things today, right? So anybody, I mean, I really want about more than 40 to 50% coming on video so that, I'm able to just connect with you, not because I really want your attention, but I really want to connect with you so that I can do this activity with you, right? So anybody can just take on Neelam, Riya, or Uma can just take on coming on video for a few minutes for this activity. If you are listening to me, so Shabana, Neelam, Riya, Neelam, I just need 2 more people to come on video so that all these people are on screen. Thank you so much for really, coming, Uma. I know it's morning time and it's very difficult, almost impossible to come on video. Yes, Ushaji, I think you were on video for some time. Yes, Sloshi, you have a question? Yeah. Okay, you have some question or you just are showing your
No, just participating here.
Participating. Cool, lovely. Okay, I assume now I have 5 people on board. Including me, I have 5 people on board. And let's do this activity. Now, what you're going to do is right now, just remember or remind yourself or just be present to one challenge in your life, which is the current challenge, not the old challenge, the current challenge, the current priority and the current challenge, which you somehow are not able to deal with that. So I'm not asking you to solve that problem right now. I just want be present with that challenge. And if you want to close your eyes, when you close your eyes. And check out what this challenge is, how this challenge is expressing itself on your body. Means the challenge is coming with an emotion. Now, how that emotion is showing up. Which part of your body is your emotion showing up? Is it in your heart? Is it in your hands? Just be present to right now. I'm fully present. Get fully present to that challenge. Something that you're not able to solve the problem. Just I will be aware of that. It could be relationship, it could be finances, it could be a physical challenge. Allow that emotion to show up. Just allow it. Even if it means showing up through tears, allow it. Allow that discomfort for this point in time. And check out which part of the body is showing up. If you want to close your eyes, you can close your eyes also. But just feel that emotion right now. Allow your body to feel or go down also if it is happening right now. Follow your body instincts. If your logical mind comes in the way, tell that logical mind to thank you for sharing, but right now I'm doing this activity. And just allow those feelings, those thoughts. In my case, The emotions are showing up on my face. It's through on my ears. Right now, that's where my emotion is. What is happening in your case? Is there any palpitation on your heart? Allow it to come. Just be present to that. Just be one with that. Don't fight with this. Allow it to come as if that emotion is your friend. Embrace it. The way you embrace with a friend, just embrace that emotion right now. That's your other self. Embrace it. Allow it. Let that come. Allow it. No matter what comes up, just allow it. Allow it fully. Allow it. Be mindful. Be aware. You're not your thoughts. You're not your emotion. These are just emotions that come your way. Allow it. Embrace it. And now, if your eyes are closed, you try to open your eyes slowly and slowly. And now what you're going to do is just observe me. Above your heart, there is a place between your neck and heart. There's a place which is the collar, under the collarbone. It's a place called sternum. Just press that sternum smoothly. उसको सहलाना है, उसको आराम से, उसको हल्का सा ऊपर नीचे करना है अपने स्टर्नम पे वो पकड़ के, उसको नॉट पकड़ के, बस आराम से ऊपर से उसको हल्का सा प्रेस करके नीचे लेके आना. स्टर्नम जो है कॉलर बोन के नीचे, just press it and go down to your heart. Take a long deep breath and come out. Thank you for participating. Yeah. How are you feeling right now? Feeling right now? Any thoughts?
Refresh,
Refreshed?
feeling rejuvenated,
Yes.
feeling like I have forgiven all the people around me.
Yes.
What? Because I went for physiotherapy, yeah. So little bit palpitations after exercise, but it's normal palpitations for me because I've got a high heart rate problem.
Did you massage also your sternum? Did you massage also? After that? Yeah, the sternum. Okay. Yes. Good. Great. So yes, anybody else?
Feeling better, Vinay.
Yes.
Yeah, fine.
Yes. Good. Very good. And the Tilakam, this is feeling better is just one symptom.
Yes.
What has really happened is you had developed courage to face it, and that you have not designed it, you have not done it, but there is something that has come up because you allow your emotion to come up for you. You allowed super intelligence or the big intelligence, the source of very huge intelligence to take over. And that's how you develop that quality of courage to face the situation. Yeah.
Yes.
That's also happening. And now by constant practice of this, you'll experience a lot of other qualities to also show up for you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Whenever there is a challenging situation, don't run
Okay.
away. Just be with that. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah. That,
Good. Thank you.
uh,
Cool. Ms. Doshi, you want to say something or should I continue? Yeah.
Just a quick one. The challenge was not me personally, yeah, but family challenge. Let's say my spouse is having some issues.
Yes. Yes.
But as a family, it affects everybody, yeah.
yes.
So I think it just brings some calmness and
Yes.
acceptance,
Yes.
and you have to have that spirituality to face it. You want that strength to face it. That's it. And I
Yes.
think
Strength.
it's a very calming exercise for me in that sense. Yeah.
Yes.
There's
Just few
certain things are
minutes.
beyond your control, but you have the
Yes.
strength to face it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And you have all the strength in the world to face it.
Thank you.
We all have. Because we have not really acknowledged the power of who we really are. I mean, the constant practice can really access that.
And it's a skill. It's a
Yes.
skill to be learned. Yeah, we don't get go haywire with
Yeah.
agitated and all that. The calmness, the sense of peace and acceptance, I think, are very important things
Yeah.
we have to learn. Easy to say, but
Yes. Yes. But you can practice it. We got a tool. We can have different tools. So it's not in the doing domain.
Yeah.
So sometimes we do a lot to become creative. Sometimes we do a lot to have this and that. It is in the being domain. Just being present with yourself and see how you unleash the qualities which is there hidden in you, the potential that is here hidden. Yeah. And I really want to thank you for, accepting my request to do this activity.
yes,
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, guys, it's already 9:02. Oh, I didn't realize it's so much of time. And thank you for being present till 9:05, 9:02, sorry. And thank you, Marvin, for this opportunity. Thank you. Consciously Positive.